A couple times a year, I'll have a patient call me and they're in so much pain that they can't even get out of bed to see me. Hi, Dr. Malka here, your chiropractor and acupuncturist practicing in Los Angeles, California. And today I'm going to show you 5 simple stretches and exercises to help you get out of bed when you're suffering from an extreme low back flare-up. So first off, bend your legs and put your feet flat on the bed. And we're going to start just by tightening the stomach muscles. And you're going to do this by bringing your belly button into your spine. So you don't want to be gritting down. Just bring the stomach in and hold it for 10 seconds. And then relax. And then bring the stomach in and hold it for 10 seconds. And relax. And then keep doing this. Bringing the belly button in, hold it for 10 seconds, and relax. And I'm going to explain the science behind this. Let's say I have an object and I'm lifting it like so. So when I'm doing this, the bicep is tightening, and so the tricep has to relax. This is called reciprocal inhibition. So the same thing that happens here when I'm tightening the stomach muscle, the antagonist, or the muscle that does the opposite action, is the low back. So as I'm tightening the stomach muscle, the low back has to relax. And then relax. And then tighten the stomach again. And this can even be done when you're taking long drives and you can't stop and your back starts getting achy. Just do this exercise where you're tightening for 10 seconds and relaxing for 10 seconds. And then tightening for 10 seconds, and then relaxing. Now we're going to be moving into some pelvic tilts. This will cause a gentle stretch in the low back. Once again, we're going to be tightening the stomach muscles, but this time we're going to roll the spine up like so, just pressing the low back into the bed. And then relax. Once again, tighten the stomach muscles and just roll the pelvis, pushing the low back into the bed. Can you go a little higher? Maybe we can bring it up a little bit. But as soon as it hurts, back off. None of these should be painful. So now we're in a neutral spine again. Tighten the stomach muscles and roll the back, and see if you can go into a little bit of a pelvic tilt, like so. Eventually you'll want to come up all the way to a flat board, but if you're in extreme pain, you may not be able to do that for a while. And then come down vertebra by vertebra, and then the buttocks is the last to touch. So the next gentle stretch we're going to do is a side to side. See if you can either move your feet over to the side, or if it's too sensitive, just try to scooch your feet over to the side. And what we're doing here is we're stretching the low back muscles here that reside on the side. Those are called your quadratus lumborum, and they can oftentimes get really flared up. And I'm going to show this to you with the legs straight. You're just going to bring the legs over like this to the side, stretching. And if you can do it with the legs straight, that's fine too. If you feel the need to bend them, just slide them over to the side. And then you can even bring this leg up to intensify that stretch and just cross it just like you're crossing your legs. And you can even use the hand a little bit to create a little pressure. But again, if that hurts, just don't do it. Just keep the feet flat. And now we're going to bring the feet to the center. And then shift the feet over to the other side until you feel this stretch. Once again, if the legs are straight, maybe you can visualize it a little more. You can see how I'm stretching over into a diagonal. And to increase the stretch a bit, go ahead and put the leg over like so. And you could even bring the hand here to create a little bit of a stretch. Now the next stretch is to go ahead and bring the knees into the chest one at a time. If you have knee issues, you can bring your hands under the knee and just bring them right up to the chest. And then down. And then the other leg up to the chest. Again, if you have knee problems, bring the hands underneath the knee like so. And then let's try bringing both the knees up to the chest. And kind of roll into a bit of a ball here. You can even kind of wiggle your tush back and forth and see if you can get a little mobility in that low back. Again, knee problems, just place the hands underneath and pull up to the chest. So let's continue with windshield wipers, and hopefully we're at this point where you feel comfortable doing this. You're going to bring the knees to one side, all the way, keeping the shoulders flat on the bed, and then bring the legs up, and then come to the other side. And try to see if you can do it all the way. You can bring the arm down to help it out a little bit. And then come up to neutral and drop the legs down. Using this hand if you'd like to intensify the stretch as long as it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, you just want to stop it right away. And just peel back. And then to the other side. And hold. And all these stretches you can hold for 10, 15, 20 seconds. And repeat them each about 3 times. All right, so now we're gonna try to turn around and go on our tummy. Do you think you can do it? All right, let's do this. What you wanna do when you roll over is to come over to the side, like so. And then lift yourself up like this. Now, we've been doing a lot of curling stretches. Now we're going to be doing extending stretches. And these help to stretch a group of muscles called the iliopsoas, and those attach to the front of the spine, but they are low back muscles. And so you're going to just rest here in this position. And this one you can even hold for, 2 or 3 minutes, and just feel the pelvis sinking into the bed. If you're up for it, you could even come up a little more onto the hands. But if you're in extreme low back pain, I just don't recommend that. Just relax in this position. And then now we're going to try to come up on all fours and doing what we call in yoga, cat-cow. Going to roll the pelvis or tuck the tush like so. And then release and arch the back. Go ahead and tuck again. As much as you can, and then come back and arch the back. Now once again, if you're in extreme pain, you may only be able to go this far and then like this, and like this far, tucking and then arching. And just keep doing this until you're comfortable. And then maybe you can Go a little bit further, tucking the tush, and then arching the low back. And then tucking the buttocks, and then arching the low back. And then let's end by opening up our legs and dropping back into child pose. And this is a yoga move. And you can hold this position 2-3 minutes and just feel that low back opening up. And you're going to keep repeating these exercises until you feel comfortable and confident to get out of bed. Also, another way to relieve the low back is to put an ice pack on it 20 minutes every hour as much as possible. And if you receive benefit from this video, please feel free to subscribe and like and share it with your friends who may also have a similar problem. We will be launching a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. And I'll be available for any questions you have or suggestions for future videos.